Merrick Garland is in on it, and everybody knows it. Like, I cannot emphasize enough. Everybody had the same information that I had, and they have been lying to you for like a year and a half, constantly, trying to drown this in legal minutia, picking up little sentences here and there and trying to come up with some sort of explanation that you don't understand, using references to prior legal cases that you don't know. It is very cut and dry. He's a mafia state enabler. When somebody plots a coup against your country, when somebody steals classified documents with nuclear information, you should not have to be convinced to prosecute them and to investigate them. You should absolutely want to, as a patriotic American, and because it is your job, but also because you simply want to protect your country. I want you to think long and hard about this. Like, does Merrick Garland want to protect the United States of America? Does Joe Biden want to protect the United States of America? Or do they have a different agenda, an agenda much more akin to that of the Republican Party, which we know does not want to protect the United States? Like, if you have to be convinced, it's because you're not loyal. You don't want to do it. You don't care about public safety. You don't care about national security. You are fine with this happening again. As we said many times, a failed coup is a dress rehearsal.
On December 7th, there's going to be an extremely important case seen by the Supreme Court, Moore v. Harper. It is a massive, massive case. We've talked about it on the show. Moore v. Harper is a Supreme Court agreeing to see a bonkers legal argument out of Republicans from North Carolina, basically arguing that the political state legislatures have the authority to decide the will of the people in elections. They could override the will of the people, rather, and that every state's Supreme Court needs to bow down to that. So it puts the power to determine elections, predetermine elections, in the power of state governments. Certainly that's already true with extreme gerrymandering in states like Ohio and Missouri and in Texas, but it's a new escalation of this. And the Supreme Court agreeing to hear it, given how it's packed with theocrats, far-right extremist theocrats, is extremely troubling. And because Democrats made such incredible strides in local state elections this election, including flipping the Pennsylvania House, something that we here at Gaslit Nation was a part of because we were promoting a big fundraiser through the state's project to flip the Pennsylvania House, and together we succeeded. We all succeeded. So because Democrats won control of several state governments in electoral college states, must win electoral college states, there is hopium. There's a hope that the Supreme Court will not rule in the favor of Republicans and Moore v. Harper and leave our democracy, though battered, intact as it is now. But I would not count on that. I would expect, I'd start basically bracing yourselves now, preparing yourself emotionally, right? Because the worst could happen on December 7th, and we might lose our democracy as we know it.